Oh my god.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And here is our review for Rampage. Rampage is directed by Brad Peyton and stars Dwayne Johnson, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Joe Manganiello, and Naomi Harris. When a genetic experience goes wrong, its effects rendered a white gorilla, a wolf, and a crocodile to become enraged and a threat to the city. When we first saw the trailer, we all thought that, oh, this is based on the game Rampage. I didn't play it, but I knew it was a gorilla, there was a wolf, and there was a lizard. Yeah. Not a crocodile, so that was different. But the comparison ends there because this movie was so, aside from like the large, how do you even say this? Like the large, extremely large animals.
Oh yeah,
in the trailer, smashing buildings, like that's about as similar to the game as it gets, and
well, that's also what's all that the game is about.
Right.
I mean, you're people that turn into ginormous monsters, and you destroy the city. This is a really old arcade game. I mean, this is like
Did you play it?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
oh,
yeah.
A ton in the arcades. My brothers and I were just huge arcade guys. You know, this is like Golden Axe era of I just really showed how sweaty I am about some old video games. But the thing is, though, there's really nothing to this, to this game's storyline. I think it was a guy that was making vitamins did something wrong to his...
in the game?
In the game. And he turned into a giant gorilla. And then there was a hot dog guy that turned into the giant lizard or the wolf. No, it was the girl that was the lizard. You've
completely lost me, but we're going to make a sharp U-turn and go back to the movie. And before we get into deeper into our review, I just want to say thank you to Stardust and RealD3D for hosting a very special screening where we got to see the movie and we even got to play Rampage on the big screen. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen it on either the Movie Couple story or my story. But anyways, let's get into the review. So this one stars The Rock. The Rock, I believe, uses magic and can make any movie better and more fun. I don't know how he does it, but he is extremely charming, and honestly, if it wasn't for The Rock, this movie wouldn't have been as fun as it was.
I think it would have been terrible without The Rock.
Yes.
Because The Rock is able to sell so many cheesy lines, so many cheesy story plots. You believe him in whatever he does because he carries that charisma and the rockism, I guess you can say.
Sure.
It's got to be a new thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a lot of fun to watch. Even though he is the modern day action star. To where, you used to go see any Arnold movie, any Steven Seagal movie, any Jean-Claude Van Damme movie just to see them. That's pretty much what this movie is.
And people are going to flock to this movie to see, like, his fans are definitely going to go and enjoy seeing him. So what I liked about this movie is that, well, one, I like The Rock, and two, I had a lot of fun. I laughed out loud a lot because at certain points in the movie, it stopped taking itself so seriously, which leads me to something I didn't like. Is at the beginning of the movie, I think they were like literally trying to make it like a serious movie, and I was like, you're talking about like giant apes who turn into monsters and destroying the city, and The Rock saving the day. Like you cannot take this that serious. Like I would say, like San Andreas is a little bit more serious than this one. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's all produced by I think the same people, but halfway through, they realized that, hey, let's just have fun with it because it's super outrageous and let's just go with it. And when it finally realized that, I was like, as an audience, I was like, yes, let's just go with it. Let's just have fun. Let's laugh at these lines. Let's laugh at certain things. The dialogue started to turn and it kind of had one of those, it would acknowledge certain things in the movie where your audience kind of like, huh, and then they acknowledge it. You're like, yep, they get it. If the movie gets it, that means, and the audience gets it, everybody's out to have fun.
Yeah, and one of the biggest sells of this movie is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's relationship with his ape.
Yes.
I mean, that's probably the best part of this movie, and also, of course, the big action scenes.
Yeah. The
special effects are actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
I personally think. I thought it was fun to see all of it.
I have a different feeling on that. I think maybe not because it's not good. I would guess maybe because we saw it in 3D and the effect really stood out to me. I know everybody sees things a little bit differently. And what I saw was very the contrast was there where I was like, human CGI or human green screen, where I was like, ooh, you could tell. And that's something I definitely noticed. And then with that and the not so great dialogues. The dialogues, like I said, going back to The Rock again, if it wasn't for him, a lot of those dialogues wouldn't work, but thank God it was there, and he saved it. But there were a lot of, like, just good, fun moments. So all in all, I would like to say this movie is a lot of fun. Joe Manganiello is in it. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is in it. He plays Negan, basically. So, I mean, if you like that, and if you like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, you're going to enjoy this movie. Like, let's go ahead and move on to our rating.
I mean, this movie is just dumb fun. And if you go in with no other expectations than that, then you'll enjoy it. I'm definitely giving this a rent it because it is fun. I mean, it might be fun to see it as a matinee because it's a definite popcorn flick. But it's fun, it's interesting. But just don't spend too much on it.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you, although I lean a little bit more towards check it out just because it's such a spectacle and outrageous. Like, I feel like you kind of want to witness it on the big screen, but at the same time, it's not that type of movie that you may want to spend your hard-earned money on. So either you do the matinee or you wait till you stream it and you can rent it. Either way, it's worth, a couple hours in your life to see and have fun, laugh about it. If you're a fan of The Rock, you'd like it. And I think that kind of wraps up this movie. Yeah,
so tell us what you guys thought. If you saw the movie, if you thought it was actually a fun popcorn flick, or if this the whole time you were sitting there going, oh my God, what is this? What am I watching? Yeah. Comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you in the next movie review.